Today on Uncommonly Good MTG, it's Top 5 Favorite Decks Day. Top 5 Favorite Decks Day. Top 5 Favorite Decks Day. Yeah, so what we're going to be doing is we're going to be taking a look at my top 5 favorite decks that I played in October of 2023. Will your favorite deck make this list? Stay tuned to find out more. Hello and welcome to Uncommonly Good MTG. I'm your host, who in a previous life was used as a butt double in the 1996 movie Space Jam, Dr. Yukon Suckett. Yes, thank you. Filmed before a live studio audience. Thank you so much. Yukon Suckett. Word to your mama. So I'm broadcasting to you today from my secret underground headquarters, and it's one of my favorite days of the month. It's number 4. It's the first day, which means it's my top 5 favorite decks of the previous month. That's what we're doing today. So we're looking back at all of the decks I played in the last month, and we're picking out my 5 favorites. And we're going to show how they work. We're going to talk a little bit about what they did. So before we go out and we do that, we're going to talk a little bit about what makes a deck my favorite. All right, so what makes a deck my favorite? Number 1 is it's got to have a good chance of winning. Essentially, that just means a fairly decent win rate. I'm looking for something in like the 55% or greater. If it was getting 50% win rate, it had better be an incredibly fun deck otherwise. But anyways, anything that does pretty decent, like maybe even 2 out of 3 games, you're probably going to win it. Yeah, man, that's a good thing for me. I need at least that kind of going on. Number 2, I wanted to put up a good fight. Like, I want to be in it. I don't want to just be sitting there. Like Ramp is a bad deck for me. Even though it might be cool, you spend so much time at the beginning doing absolutely nothing. You're just ramping, man. You're just getting out more mana. That is so incredibly dull. I play it occasionally just because usually what happens at the end of ramp is so choice. It's so fantastic. But man, I really have a hard time with that. But putting up a good fight, I love that. When we're able to get out early, we're able to go back and forth with our opponents. Yeah, man, that's a good deck for me. Number 3, that it's made with some interesting cards, or that there's some interesting synergy between the cards that are being played. Like I like a good tribal deck. That's a big thing for me. And a thing about tribal decks is that, it's usually like, okay, here's a bunch of zombies, and there'll be a couple of dudes that say, all zombies get flying, all zombies get popo. It's all something like that. And that's some good thing for synergy. Or we're playing with some interesting cards. What's some interesting cards? Burn Down the House. That is an interesting card for me. Any of the Swiss Army Knife cards. Planeswalkers are usually interesting because they have multiple abilities. What I like is because those are options, right? That means for anything I'm doing, I could use it for multiple different effects, which means that I have choice, which makes for an interesting play. New cards. That's another one. If I'm playing from like Wilds of Eldraine, that's a big one for me right now. All right, and then lastly, it's not necessary, but bonus points go for big finishes. And by that, I mean like Boros Nuke, right? You get out there your demon, what is he called? The Devilish Valet, and then, you got like 5 dudes that jump in from whatever reason. Maybe they just, activated ability. They come on in. Maybe you've got the... I forget that white card that every time you attack, you make doubles. You put in citizens equal to the number of guys that just attacked. And that Devil's Valet moves up to like being like 1,000 points of trample damage. That's a big finish. Or you've been saving up all your treasure tokens, and then you pull out the fireball spell they got now, and you can shoot for like 20. That's a big finish. I like it when it jumps from like, they got like 10 points of life, and then they got nothing. Where you get out like the skitter beams. Those guys are a big finish usually. Because, yeah, those things just skitter around. I wish they almost had menace. That'd be cool, too. It kind of goes with their name. But, yeah, big finish. That's always good in a deck. All right, so before we go out and take a look, let's start off by saying our prayers and talking about what's best in life. Dear Black King Toxwirl, who dwells within the dark chambers of my heart, please hear my prayers and grant your blessings as we attempt to crush our enemies, see them driven before us, and to hear the lamentation of the women. All right, playing against jpuente. Keep. Your fish looks like he's on fire. The fish is lava. What do we have the ability to do here? Gig's Command is a little bit of a board wipe. That's a board wipe. I'm not sure what you're planning on getting out of that deal. You did it just because you could? Alright, we can Virtue in with the soldier on his turn. Death! There's 4. What can we do with this? Destroy target enchantment. I like that. All in for 2. Alright, you're ass to the wind right now. He's got 2 of them now. I should save that till later. It's not much going on. Just going for 2, see if he takes the bite. Alright, there we are. It's down to 16. We'll be at 16 here in a second. I feel like we can get him to commit a lot more. He's got a lot of mana, and his guys are going to be cheap. There we go. Let's pop out a baby. Let's use a little Gig's Command here. Ooh, we lost our own. I forgot that the power of 2 applies to my own guys. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We need for loyalty. Still, I need to get some creatures. I guess that's where that comes from. Auto pay. Alright, now he's just top decking. Alright, we can kill something. That's a sorcery. We gotta wait for him to put it out, then get to our turn. Like a sucker. Attack, attack, attack! And untap. And control, win in the day. Victory! Alright, All right, so here we are with Orzhov Virtue. I'll tell you the things I really liked about Orzhov Virtue is I did like the Virtue cards a lot. I like the value that comes from being able to do the control on the first side and then grabbing from graveyards. When we saw that from the Portal to Phyrexia back a couple of sets ago, I thought that was the best card in the world. Super expensive, which is why I have a hard time believing that it's only 7 mana to be able to do essentially the same thing. I guess the big difference is that the other one also kills 3 dudes as soon as it comes into play. This one doesn't do that at all. Still, I love it. I love it big time. The other one is the other Virtue, the white one, which only costs 5. Still, the fact that you're putting +1/+1 counters on each of your creatures, on each creature you control, and untap them. That is so incredibly good. Plus, you get a night at it. So yeah, the Virtue in this totally stands out right. And what's great about this, otherwise, so much creature control. You're just taking things out, destroying enchantments and artifacts. You got a lot of that going on. Stroke of Midnight is actually, I didn't even realize I was playing this before. Really good card. Really good one there. Destroy target non-land permanent. Yeah, I'm willing to pay 3 for that. That's really good. The card that I think that really stands out, though, is Edgar the Charmed Groom. If you don't exile him, this guy just keeps coming over and over again. Such an incredible threat. He's kind of like Tenacious D that way. It's like, except for you don't even have to pay for him to come back. Just give him a little bit of time. He grows back on his own like a weed. Yeah, Edgar, the Charmed Groom, fantastic in my opinion. So yeah, I mean, this really stands out as far as Orzhov decks to me. Just the sheer amount of control, the putting out a bunch of token creatures between Wedding Announcement, Adeline, and Edgar, plus the new stuff from the Wilds of Eldraine. This really is a fun deck to play. Against Adrijat. Keep. Yeah, this deck's got a number of flings in it. Fling. Let's go for it, baby. Down to 13. Well, I certainly hope we pull another man on the next turn. Nope, did not get it. Let's see what this guy's doing. Is he try to start countering things like a sucker? We need technically like 2 more mana to really do anything great. All right, we're not playing against Mono Blue. We're playing against Dimir. He's got another guy. Ward 2, huh? All right, let's pop it in. Attack, 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 attack. What is this guy's going to try to do? I mean, you going to try to bounce one of these guys? Is that really your deal? Is that your bag, baby? All right, so 20-11. He's going to knock me down a bit. That is a sorcery, not the best thing in the world for us. 2... Lay down another big bomb here. What are you doing there, Smoke? Quit touching my guy. Contact Child Protective Services. There we go. Yeah, that's not great. He lives. I wonder if you can just put out a little baby there. Saw you flashing your card. Those guys can't block. Okay, so I got 4 showing. Pass! I'm surprised he did that. He wants to draw a card. Boy, to really make this work good, I have to get another mana. I can get him down to 1. Did not get the other mana. Let's clear the board a little bit. Really, that's what you're going to do. We're cool. Okay, so technically I could kill him on the next turn. Let's see if I hopefully he won't gain any life. His big thing, he's got to not... We can always untap his guys too. Pop this guy up to a 4. All right, let's pop in. Question is, you can jump in front of it. He did not. And do we win? Do we win? Do I have to do it a second time? Are you going to counter this? All right, let's try it again. There we go. In your face, arid dry rat. In your face. All All right, so we are with Raging Rakdos. I seriously love this deck. The thing I love about it is the pump sacrifice action. Anything that has Voldarin, Thrill Seeker in it is so good to me. I learned to love Cacophony Scamp so much more. I think people are really starting to pick up on what its point is. You get that thing out, you pump it up, it can sacrifice itself. But you have so much going on. Like with Calisel Sword, you know, you're just triggering all these like double, triple type of effects and the amount of damage you could do. And everything is so cheap. So it is so good. I mean, this thing is practically not Rakdos. We only got one black card in the mix. That's Calisel Sword himself, but you know, his adventure ability is red. So you really don't even need the black for it. We have black in here. It's all for getting this guy out as an ability, or his humanness out. I don't really care. This thing is practically mono red. That's what's so good about it. It's got a very mono red aggro feel to it because you got Swift Spear, Battery, Monstrous Rage, Play with Fire. But oh yeah, no, with Thrill Seeker, Cell Sword, and even with Cacophony Scamp can do all by himself, the ability to pump it up with Antagonize and Monstrous Rage. Yeah, we're ready to go. This deck is a firecracker. Yeah, this was definitely one of my favorites. Against Echo 810. Echo 810 on the AM dial. It's 2:42 AM. Oh my god, there are 4 other heads. All right, 3. Tap. Tap it. Come on, tap it. You can do it. The problem is I can't get the Alchemist because he keeps untapping it like a squirrely little jerk. Stun. All right. Yeah, this is not going well. It's like we keep picking against creatures that are specifically engineered to go against this. All right, he can't do anything, so... Card 3, and dead. Is that an instant? Excellent. I always got to keep this up for a little bit. I'm going to play defensively here. Tap them, tap them, tap them. Bam! All right, we got some muscle out now. It's actually pretty decent. You can freeze some dude in place, a lot like that guy. Let's see what he does here. And we win! In your face! Victory! Alright, so here we are looking at Azorius Stun. You know what made this deck one of my favorites? It was the tapping. It was the tapping and stunning. I love stunning stuff. Stun is very inefficient, but, you know, because it's like if you can just destroy or exile it, it seems like it's much better. So even just direct damage. Red, black, white, all have things that are better than what blue can do with stun. But still, stun is so fun. It's so fun just to say, nope, 3 turns, nothing to do. You ain't doing nothing with that guy. He is tapped out. And what's nice is that you have the ability to kill those things with like Runic Shock or the Threadbind Cleek with their Rip the Seams situation there. All beautiful, beautiful things. Plus the fact that you have other guys that make use of it, that combo up, that you have the synergy. What do? You draw a card, or they get super big, like in the case of the Ice Rot Sentry. I've never seen Hilda do anything yet. I want to put out those 4/4 white and blue elemental creature tokens. Haven't had the opportunity to do it. She always dies, or I don't have just the extra 1 mana, you know. It's just rough stuff like that. But anyways, everything else in here is working towards a goal. This is a tight deck that has a good theme to it. It's tribal, right? It's not creature tribal, but it's mechanic tribal. It's about tapping and stunning and tapping. All of it's glorious. So yeah, that's what I really like about Azorius Stun. It's fast. It's all over the place. You're picking people off. Man, it is just a fun deck. And we're playing against JJL 10. 2 mana. All right, I'm gonna keep it. Keep. Nope. Let's talk about raids, baby. Let's talk about you and me. This guy warded up. Nope, he's nothing. Death. I love a good grave lighter. Let it happen, baby. It's going to come out anyway. And 1. Does this guy have basic lands he can put out? You just don't know what to make of that guy, do you? You know, somebody's going to die. Oh, there he is. He's a Black King. Someone's going to be dying next turn. Come on, big mana. Good enough. You didn't want to give me that life, huh? From putting out that mana? Is that what it's all about? Non-creature, non-land. Ham! Alright, down to 14. He's struggling. He's just trying to find anything he can get here. Pick up one more mana. We could do -4, -4. We definitely got a lot to do to kill stuff, though. Boy, 3 mana. We're just not rocking the highest point, are we there? Who's it got to? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We could be up to that level already. He does it himself, huh? Good for you. Let's go, baby. You guys are sorceries. I can't play anything on his turn. Keeps reusing my cards. That's rough. All right, all in for 1. What up to 5? We need 2 more for Toxrill. Two more for Virtue of Persistence. Esper playing Jerk. All right, there's one more. All in. I know I'm playing that guy too early. I know my own memory and my ability to remember stuff. There we go. Toxrill. Toxrill. Weaker. Come on. Be useless against him. We're doing this just because I think Toxrill's going to die soon. Virtue of Persistence can bring him back. He's got a baby. Oh, exile! Horrible! Well, that's it for Toxrill. Jerk. All right, next turn. I need to start pulling stuff from graveyards. Oh. And there we go. We gotta wait a whole turn. Take at least one more hit. What do we have? I guess I could have been out the Grave Lighter, but you'd have to pick it. Who's taking out the Virtue of Persistence? The dude's just playing my own cards. This sucks about this whole situation. All right, look what it is, everybody. Virtue of Persistence. How many cards does this guy have? You coming after me, Schmo? All right, if I let him through, that's 8. I'm going to go for the attack. I'd rather just kill off this 5/5. And I can always bring anything back from the graveyard. I got plenty of life to suck some stuff up with here. He's trying to play the game again. All right, he's down to 4. This could be a disappointing game if I lose. We've just been so commanding. But he's definitely got a lot of tricks up there. All right, he's got a block. And if he's going to draw a card, he's going to lose life. He's got to kill Shouldered right now. Nope, there's 2. And we win! In your face, Charlie Brown! Alright, so what I love about the Black King is the Black King. Toxrill the Corrosive. The weird part about this deck is that, you can put 4 Toxrills in a deck. You won't see them. Never. But this deck, we got 1 in it. This dude likes to dance in this deck. He always is coming out. I really don't even have, I guess Beseech the Mirror is a good way of going to look for him if you really had to. We don't have any quick ways of getting to 7. I don't have any ramp. Maybe we have a little bit. Do we have anything that brings it right into play? Not really. But still, Toxrill likes to come out. This deck likes to put him out there. This is the perfect chapel for him, apparently. The other thing that's great is all of the creature control we got going on. Cut Down, Shoulder's Edict, Debt to the Kami, Grave Lighter, Soul Transfer, Virtual Persistence, man. All of those are so good. Plus, Virtual Persistence at 7, being able to just keep, bringing things back from the graveyard over and over again. More Toxrills, more Junjis. Junji's able to go into graveyards and pull out non-dragons like Toxrill, like Sheoldred, and bring it out. Yeah, it's just the graveyard recursionary aspects of it. Phyrexian Arena for just flying through your stuff quickly enough. And Myrixes for acting kind of as man lands, if you think about it. They're slow as hell man lands, but they can put out swarms of things, you know, slowly over time. Worst case clutch scenario, Myrix does a good job there, right? All right, so yeah, that's what's great about this deck is it Swiss Army knives, but the high ends on it are so sweet. Damage, graveyard kill. I mean, not kill, but going and pulling things out of graveyards. A little bit of discard maybe. Pulling more things getting pulled out of graveyards, putting onto your side. Yeah, welcome to the dark side, baby. We got cookies. And we're playing against Kholtrain. I'm hoping 2 mana is enough. We got a lot of Field of Runes there. All right, ramp! Ramp! Let's clown in the downtown. Right there. Dead! Alright, we got our 5th mana, which means we get out the Mightstone, Weakstone on the next turn. Do -5 to something. Do I care really? That guy needs to die. He's always trouble. Witch Stalker I could play next turn if I want, can I? Yeah, I think I can. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Anna! Yes! Bow before the Cityscape Leveler. Let's go for Koth. I only got 2, though. That's not going to do us any good. All right, Witch Frenzy. Oink. Dead. In for 8. There we go. 1 more mana will get us a nice Skitter Beam. Koth can get us there. It doesn't work out otherwise. That guy's just dead, man. And we win. Yeah, that was it. It was going to be a slaughter. Victory! Alright, so here we are looking at mono red artifacts. I gotta just love mono red artifacts. You know, it's what I really love is Cityscape Leveler and Skitter Beam Battalion. The card we're kind of missing in this is the Portal of Phyrexia, but you gotta draw the line someplace. I mean, Portal of Phyrexia is so good because it has the ability to bring creatures back from a graveyard back into the battlefield. Luckily, we got, Virtue of Persistence in the black side that handles that now. So at least we're not missing out on it. You know, it's not like it's like, oh no, we can't play it anymore. The only thing that's bad about the other one is it costs 8 to put out while Persistence only costs 7. Skitter Beam at 9 is rough. Cityscape Leveler at 8 is great. God, Cityscape Leveler is so good. With his ability to destroy coming in and then once per turn. I mean, God dang, man. It's like if I didn't already worship at the slimy foot of the Black King Toxrill, Cityscape Leveler would be right there at the high end of the things that I would think is fantastic. Burn Down the House is in here. Visions of Phyrexia. Just, I never thought I was a mono red player, but it is just burning through my heart. Mono red is deep in my veins and working its way with ramp, because that's what mono red can really do, is help to ramp its way towards artifacts. Yeah, absolutely. We're good to go. This deck is joy incarnate. It is so good. Koth being able to go get lands as well. I mean, we're playing with mono red ramp, working our way towards artifacts, throwing down the big dudes. Man, it is so incredibly good. It's fast, it's aggressive, it's explosive. This has got like almost everything you can want, and it's not cliche at this point. That's the thing. Everyone's playing mono red aggro with little Swiss spears and stuff like that. This has none of that. None of that. We got nothing in 1, nothing in 2, just a little bit of creature control and a little bit of ramp. 3 is when things start to really pick up. So yeah, if you got to worry about something, it'll be against aggro. But every time I play this deck, it is so fun. So fun. All right, so there we go. Mono red artifact. All right, so here we are with the final lineup of my top 5 favorite decks of October 2023. And I got to say, I am super happy with, mono red artifacts. That deck was so fun to play because it's a ramp deck, but there's so much you're doing while you're ramping at the same time. So it definitely has that put up a good fight. The big finish at the end with the cards you're playing, man, it's like it ticks all of the checkbox on the things that makes my deck favorite. It was great seeing Toxrill come back. Man, I put him in here. I put him in that black deck just because I thought, why not? I got an extra thing. Let's put Toxrill in there. But something about the makeup of that deck. Toxrill likes to dance. That dude likes to party. He comes out. I've had him in a lot of other decks. I've had it where I've been trying to go for him. Nothing. He hides like crazy. This deck, he loves to come out. I don't know what it is. Thank you, Black King. I appreciate it when I can see you. So anyways, those are the top 5. I hope you enjoyed October as much as I did. So, party on, everyone. That's all for now. If you enjoyed this video, please make sure to like and subscribe. From all of us here in the secret underground headquarters of Uncommonly Good MTG, have a great day. In the words of my people, screw you guys, I'm going home. Bye.